Right, good evening, guys and girls. So I was playing around today on the charts and I found this Kava BTC pair, which really demonstrates three tools beautifully, maybe four if you include a Fibonacci. So Kava is a network, so it's a lightning fast layer 1 blockchain featuring a developer optimized code chain architecture that combines the two most used permissionless ecosystems, which are Ethereum and Cosmos. Cosmos, I think that is also Atom. Yeah, Atom is the new name for Cosmos. Okay, so the first tool that I'm going to use, I've got my shortcuts down here, is the fixed range. But I'll go up here to show you where it should be. I'm not sure which one will show there, but it'll always be grouped with these ones, and that's fixed range volume profile. I really love this tool, and then I just go from the beginning, or from the end right back to the beginning of the Kava BTC pair. Maybe I must just show you which Kava pair, on which exchange it is. It's on Binance. There you can see Kava Bitcoin on Binance. Right. So this fixed range profile tool gives you an idea of where the most volume was traded in an area like this. So it's not the or where it spent the most time. So it's not volume, it's time. Let's just check that, what it says, fixed range volume profile. Okay, so it is the volume. So that red line in the middle there, okay, let's first go to my settings. So when my inputs, the only setting that you can really change is this one, row size. You can put that at 148. So then at the style, I just make these colors slightly lighter so that it's not so overwhelming. And then I show value area high and value area low. That's that blue line and that blue line, because that's your value area there. And then the point of control, I just changed to a bit of a thinner red, and I also faded a bit so it doesn't dominate the colors and the bright colors. Still makes it quite easy to read your chart. Okay, so bottom line here is look at that value area high, how well it was. There's a definite resistance up there, and look at the value area low. Look at that definite support at the bottom there. Just want to pull it back slightly, I think, to here. Because I'm making a video, it's also a bit, no, I want to pull it back to there. And the video also takes a bit of the brain power, yeah. Okay, there, see when we were at that low there, you can see how well, so it bounced off that value area low, and then it also bounced off of that point of control. That's so beautiful, classic. Okay, and then one other tool I want to show you is the Fibonacci speed fan. Fib speed resistance fan is the correct word for it. Now I'm not sure where we're gonna, well, here it is, yeah. The Fibonacci speed resistance fan. You see, I just mark them with favorite star. So if I want to make that a favorite, I can just click on there. So I pick that tool, and then I'm going to just zoom in a little bit, so it works from your pivots like Fibonacci also does. I'm just going to put on my magnet so it sticks to my pivots. So from there to that one there, from the swing low to the swing high. And then what I also did, let me just go to my settings so that you can see my settings. I normally don't have the 786 on here. I will always have the 382, 66618 and the 0.75. But then I just looked for other levels, and that's what you find. So the charts aren't always the same. And a 786 is a acknowledged Fibonacci level, but if you zoom in there and go to the 4 hour, it'll show it even better. Just look how well that 786 was respected there to the dollar touches. Look at those small touches there, a little weak through, bit of a deviation, Look at those small touches there. Those are 4-hour wicks. Touching. Man, it's lovely. Anyway, let's go back to the daily so we can add another tool. Apologies for this my slow speed here. Okay, there you go. So now you can start seeing, you can probably work out a trade from here. You can say now that has been support and resistance so well respected, so you can wait for it to come above that line. So the ideal scenario would be for it to go like that, and it will definitely react, go up there, and then retest it, and then go up. So that retest, or when it clears that previous little high there, that'll be your entry. But also, I mean, always keep an eye on Bitcoin, because if Bitcoin drops, then all these markets normally drop. So some of them have held up well. I've just been looking at Mobi or Mobile Coin. A friend of mine this morning notified me of Mobile Coin, and that's been really it's the only coin that's green on my watch list. I think that's FTX. Yeah, FTX coin. That's the BTC pair 0.4, and then there's also green now, just appeared. Cream is also, but mobile BTC was up at 5% for the day, so it's really performed well against Bitcoin. Let's just get back to our tools. So I'm gonna delete that one and that. So we're gonna go a bit deeper in. So the next tool I want to show you, I just want to make sure, yeah, that was the, okay, yeah, just to work out a trade. So what I would normally do is put on my Fibonacci. Where did that go? Oh, okay. Just a sample trade that you could have made. So say for instance you were looking here, it was going through there and go through, just exactly the example I was trying to show you here with that little paintbrush. Say for instance we were in this area. Okay, I can actually put us in that area. Replay. Say we were around there. Right. So we don't know where we're going. We can see there's a bit of resistance there. We've just gone up, back up there. So now we had a look at this chart, and we said, yeah, maybe if we come back, let's just look at these levels, and we say, wow, if we pull the Fibonacci, if that was the pivot high for this Fibonacci, we can go down to the 1 hour. Yeah. If we can go down to the 1 hour Fibonacci, we can see, right, this is looking really good, and we below the VWAP, so we're probably going to get rejected there. And if we come down here, we're going to have some sort of confluence here with this Fibonacci and with a 786 of the speed fan, which is also just a mathematical level. And then we say, right, maybe we must place an entry here, because your invalidation is going to be so small, or short. So we place an entry there, and we say, look, it can come through that level, but if it gets down to, say, this previous low, then we might as well say, you know, we were wrong in the trade, and that's our invalidation. So 4% loss, but if you zoom out, there's quite a, we will look at that just now. So let's play this chart and see how it worked out. See how beautifully it picked up exactly at our confluence where we predicted. So that's what you do in your trade. You always look for confluences. So I'm making it sound so easy now, but I only saw this on the chart. I was playing around with Kava and I saw this and I thought it was a really good example, and it will help you guys to go and look at to find, or this is a motivation to go look for little setups like these. So this one really worked out well. Let me just stop that there. Right, because this is now taking too long. Right, there we go. So I'm just gonna take this up to there, and we would definitely have taken profit, because if it respected the 786 so well, it's definitely going to respect the 66 level. So I would normally take profit, you know, with at that previous high there, so maybe around there, and then I always look back, you know, always, they say always look to the left. Yeah, and definitely before that high. So, and that is exactly around that 66 level of the speed fan, the Fibonacci speed fan. So that's a really good example of a trade. And then obviously as you were coming up to that high there, let me just see if I can see something in the charts here. Maybe we hit that high and it pulled back. Yeah, look at that, man, that's perfect. So it came down here and then that retest, and there's your entry for the short. So I would have left this one open. I probably would have taken up to 70%, so 10% there, 30%, and I would have closed 70% of my trade there and left the rest open. So you'd see we would have come down here and stopped that last 30% out here. But on another account I would have entered a short there, just on that retest, not there, because you don't know if we're just continuing up. That's a sign of weakness. Lower low, lower high, and in confluence with the Fibonacci, there you go. And then obviously taken profits there and taken profits there, because it's been respected. So there would have been 70% closed, and now I would have had 30% open, just checking if we're not going further and further down. Normally I would also, let me just show you, yeah, for a setup for where we are now, I just want to close that, yeah, that one down, and this long position can just move that. So normally I'm just gonna highlight this one here, that previous low there. So you can obviously look for a trade here as well, from these lows to that pivot high, and then just put on another level here. So the 786, you see that you can look for a swing failure there, and then your stop loss can be there, but it's a very there's no other levels that are lining up here. So for me now, I would just stay out of a trade and wait for, you know, for Bitcoin to make a move and show some strength, maybe get up here. Maybe we can look for some other levels like monthly, weekly and dailies, but that's on one of my other videos, so I'm not going to do that now. So there you have it. Maybe I must just show you my Fibonacci levels, because I haven't showed that before. So these are the levels I use: the 382, 0.382, and then 0.618, and then 0.66. That's that CC level that we're talking about, and then the 786, and in extreme situations I'll use the 886 as well. 886. Let me I just got them numbered as number 2. So the 886 is that red one. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels I use, and that's it. With these tools you can go and play and look for confluences. You're welcome to leave comments below the video, and I'll do my best to answer if there are any questions. Right, that's it. Speak to you again soon. Cheers.